and welcome to our crafting session. It is Thursday evening, 19th of December 2024. My name's Jenny McCormac. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is Northamptonshire in central UK. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I thought I would hop on and show you a method of dressing up a gift voucher that you might want to give at Christmas or for a birthday. They're very useful to be able to send vouchers, whether it is something that you've printed off or whether it's a voucher from a high street store or coffee shop or an online store. And it's just nicer to give it in a little bit of a stepped up card. So I'm just going to show you. You can use any papers you've got. If you haven't got papers to hand, you could stamp your own background. Obviously I'm doing this as a Christmas gift holder, but this could be birthday or for any time of year. I've chosen this lovely paper from the snow scenes. This has got stripes on one side, makes your eyes go a bit funny, doesn't it? Sorry. And the lovely holly on the other. The red of the berries is Poppy Parade, so I'm going to be using this for my main gift card holder. And then I've got a little piece of white that I'm going to use for a tag, and I'm going to use some of the excess of this for a tag as well. I've got a sentiment at the ready. I'm just going to use "Hope you have the merriest season ever." This is from the One of a Kind stamp set. This is one of the stamp sets that's being retired and is on offer at a really good price. So I'm not sure if it's still available. I didn't check it. I just picked it out. This has also got a to from, as well as all the snowflakes and this lovely swirl going on here. So I'm just using that for the sentiments. So the first thing I'm going to do is score and cut my card. So let's grab a trimmer here, and I'm going to leave this at the full width, and I'm going to score it at, let's get the extra piece out here. So I'm going to score this at 9.5. You can adjust these measurements to fit your voucher. This is going to be a 3-fold card, so I'm going to do this at 9.5 and the same again, so that will be 19. And then I'm just going to trim the end off, so I'm going to cut this at, I think, 24. So the way that this is going to fold very simply is we're going to fold this one up like that, this one up like this, and this is the piece that's going to hold your gift voucher. So what I'm going to do is mark the middle so I can do a little cutout. So this is 21 centimeters across, so this is a standard, started off as a standard A4 piece of card. So 10.5 is my middle, so you can mark it with the pen. I'm just going to do a little score line just on that short side. I'm going to do a cut rather, not a score line, just like that, because what we're going to do is grab a circle punch. It doesn't really matter what size that circle punch is, but I want to create like a little thumb hole, and so I'm making that larger than the cut I've just made, obviously. If you didn't have that, you could use a die if you had one. You could also use a shape if you had a square, or you could just do a little notch like that. Just makes it easier to get the voucher in and out from the center. So that's going to be the front. These measures, the measurements aren't critical. You could literally just manually fold this in 3. What you don't want is this piece too high or this piece too low. This can be shorter, that doesn't actually matter, you can make it shorter if you wanted to. And what we're going to do is seal the two sides up and cover the front. So this piece here measured 9.5 centimeters. So I'm going to cut my paper to be 9 by 20.5. That would give me just a little bit of a border. Those measurements are all in centimeters. I hope you've had a good day. It's been jolly cold here today. It's my 9 centimeter mark. But it has at least been dry. So it's 9 centimeters, and I'm going to cut that at 20.5. And that piece is going to go on the front. I do love this holly paper. I mean, I love all the other ones with the snowmen and the penguins, but the holly paper is just ever so cute. Okay, you could also put another piece here on the inside if you wanted to. And then you could put a blank piece on the top for your message. So let's do that. So I might as well cut it that way, I think. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so it's a little bit bigger than I need. And I don't actually need it to go all the way down. I could just do that about 7 centimeters. No point in wasting our lovely paper. And this will be 20.5, like so. Hi Caroline, thanks for joining us. So this piece is going to go on the inside and will be covered up because that will be attached either side. And then we've got this piece that's going to go on the top, and then we can add a ribbon and a tag to go round that. Okay, so let us do that little bit. So it's very minimal amount of sticking. So what I'm going to do is put this piece on first. This is just the backing. You could actually change the paper if you wanted. Maybe that's quite a nice idea. Just use the other side of the paper on the inside. It's only because I like that holly paper so much. What do we think? Nah, I'm going to stick with holly. I just like the holly too much. Right, let's pop some glue on here. Let's get a working glue. Hi Kathy. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I think you popped on before, but maybe it's been a while. So this is just the backing really to make this look a little bit more pretty. So it's just as going on the top of here, and I've just allowed a border that is 1/2 centimetre in total from all of the edges, so 2.5 centimetres. So what I'm going to do is now put glue or tape on just on these edges here. Hopefully you can see that. I think I'll use tape, and then you can probably see it a little better. I can't believe we have our last coffee and card session before Christmas. That will be tomorrow in Brackley. Well, we'll be doing those sweet little desk calendars, and then we have a break for all of next week, and then we're back at coffee and card in Toaster on Monday the 30th, so then we're basically back to a normal week. So just going to fold that over and adhere those two sides. If you're using glue, just make sure you don't come too far in from the edges. You want enough space for your gift card, token, or little credit card, book voucher, book token, to fit on there. This is going to go on the front. Let's find the right glue. Yes, I thought you had. So thank you for joining us live today. I hope all is well with you. So a little bit of glue on the back. So I am covering this all over, but only a small amount of glue at a time. So if you turn this on its side, you can barely see where that glue is. If you can see great big lumps of glue, you've definitely got too much on there. Okay, so I'm going to pop this on here. So this is just a nice way to jazz up a gift voucher. So this started off as an A4 card, scored it at 9.5 centimetres, 19 centimetres running from one end, and then cut it at the whole thing at 24 centimetres. So really that is basically it. I'm going to add a little tag. I think I've got a little piece of white card here, and I just happen to have this tag punched to hand, but you could just cut a rectangle if you've got a tag die, or even circle punches. You could certainly make one out of a circle. And I've got that offcut of the Poppy Parade. I can do another layer with that. And you could even add, because I've got an offcut of that, another layer of the holly, like so. So you can layer those up, 1, 2, 3. And let's pop our sentiment on and a to from. So I'm going to leave space for my hole punch and put this on. So this says, hope you have the merriest season ever. I'm going to use Poppy Parade for that. Just ink that up. Obviously you can use your own sentiment for this. I don't know if I'm going to put it down or up. Up, I think. So there we are. Hope you have the merriest season ever. And then that stamp set, one of a kind, also has a to from sentiment. And as I say, that's on offer. That stamp set, if it's still available, is on offer. I want to say it's something like £8. Okay, so I've got my to from here, like that, like so. Let's pop that one away. I'll clean it in a second, but I don't want to lose that tiny little sentiment. And somewhere here in my desk is a hole punch, and I was using it yesterday because I was making these bookmarks ready for the new mini catalogue, and so I needed, oh no, I didn't need a hole punch for that, I needed it for something else. Anyway, have a look at that while I'm looking for my punch. There it is, just out of sight, that was all. This is a new stamp set coming in January. So cute. So cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do these two together. Now, it depends on your hole punch. You might be, I know that this one actually will go through all three, but if you've got one that wouldn't, then what you want to do is do it through 2 layers, and then put that one on your plain card find the hole just by squeezing that, and then you can just punch out the single layer behind. But if you've got a good hole punch, you'll go through, if you want them, all 3 layers. So I'm going to layer these up. I think what I'm going to do is just glue that slightly offset. Let me see who's joined us. Oh, okay. Oh yes, money holders. That's a good idea, Kathie, of course. Yes, it doesn't have to be a gift voucher, it can be just money. So a little bit of glue on there. Oops. Going to line up the hole but just slightly offset this, otherwise you don't get to see it. Like that. And then I'm going to do it maybe that way. Now I would normally put these on perhaps with dimensionals, but if you haven't written the sentiment, it's best to keep them flat, otherwise the person will have a bit of a job writing on them. There we go. So I'm going to do this one to the left. So again, just lining up. Let's do that a little bit more pronounced, I think. Like so. Then you get to see the three layers. There's that one behind. Okay, so that can go onto there. And let's thread some baker's twine. I've got some red and white. I've got some white. Let's see. This is very old because we don't do them on these cards anymore. It is cherry cobbler and white, and this is poppy parade, but for the sake of a little bit of baker's twine, I don't think we're going to worry about that. So I'm just going to double that up. You could wrap this right the way round and tie it with the gift tag in if you wanted to. Just going to pop that through. Get it roughly in half, Jenny. Like so. And then tie a little bow if I've got enough. I've doubled it up to make it so you can see it a bit better. So, trying to do a tiny little bow if I can. It's always more difficult on camera. There we go. And then I can just bring that down a little bit. Like so. Trim this end off like that. There we go. So there's our little tag, and that can go on the front. I am going to pop that on with dimensionals because it's got a bit of weight behind it now with the 3 layers. And we use these at our bookshop. One of the things we offer is a subscription service. So it's the gift that gives all year. So you can subscribe and your recipient can receive a book in the post, all nicely wrapped, every month or every other month, right the way through the year. And we use these as our gift holders for those. It just makes them, it just steps them up a little bit and makes them look a little bit more interesting. So you could obviously add more ribbon to that. What I didn't do was score this, so can you see how that's sitting up? And my bone folder is in the car ready for tomorrow, so I'm just going to use the edge of the block to get a nice crease here and here, and also this one. There we go. So that sits a bit better, a bit flatter. And there we go, an easy gift card holder. So basically you're folding that over. You could fold it just into 3 if you wanted to, and this would be just, you could score it at 10 and 20. I like to be just a little bit smaller. Then if you wanted to, if you needed to post it, you could put that whole thing into a DL envelope. So it's a standard envelope that you would use if the card is folded into 3. But we've cut it slightly shorter, and then you'll know it will fit in. So there we go, a nice easy holder. You could add more paper here. You could stamp Merry Christmas on the inside. You could add a white panel for the top with a Christmas message, or leave it there for somebody to write their own sentiment onto. But that's it. So nice and simple, just a stepped up gift card holder or cash. And as Kathie said, and I hope you like it. Love that paper. That's for sure. So thank you so much for joining me. Nice and short and sweet this evening. I will be online to show you my Christmas cards and also my birthday cards on Monday. So watch out for some of those. I'm not sure when I'll do that. Probably the Christmas cards I will do in 2 takes, because there's plenty there, and I'd love to show everybody's who arrives before Christmas, obviously. So I'll probably do one maybe at the weekend, and then another one maybe Christmas Eve, we'll see. But I'll share those with you, and then we are back to normal after Christmas week, with lots of brand new products from our new mini catalogue. So if you want to be on my list to receive a catalogue, make sure you message me or have emailed me, or add yourself to my email list. And then I just need your address to send it to. People from Coffee and Card and local people and Class in a Box will get theirs sent automatically anyway, either hand delivered or included in your next delivery. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Kathie and Caroline and anybody else who has joined us, and I hope you have a great day ahead. It's evening for us here in the UK, so do take care, look after yourselves, look after your loved ones, and if I don't catch you before Christmas, I do hope you have a healthy and happy Christmas time, hopefully with family. Take care, bye for now.